Hey guys, I'm Soumya and I'm back again with another video. I hope you're all well and safe. So if you are an old subscriber, then welcome back, and if you are new to this channel, then I make a lot of bookish content here. So if you are a book lover and a reader or would like to become one, then do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon. So today's video is kind of an appreciation video slash recommendation video for the 5 books that I read that I found very different in a good way. So they're quite unique for me. So don't forget to let me know the name of a book that you loved reading which was very unique for you. The first book is The Legends of Pensam by Mamang Dai. So when I had picked this book up, I was under the impression that it is a collection of short stories. I mean, it does have stories and legends, but they are all a part of a bigger story. So the narrator of this book, along with a woman named Mona, who is a magazine editor, visit a village in Arunachal Pradesh, and they meet different people there, and they get to hear about different legends and stories associated with that place. One thing that needs to be mentioned here is that if as a reader you like reading books that have descriptions of nature, then you cannot miss this book out, because the descriptions are indeed beautiful and you are able to picture everything quite vividly. Also, the legends and the stories that I read in this book were very unusual, different and fascinating because of that, and all of this combined made it a unique reading experience for me. This book is not a racy read at all. If anything, it's kind of slow to read. This is the type of book to be read during the monsoons because it has that vibe for sure. Next up is The 100 Nights of Hero by Isabel Greenberg. So this is a graphic novel. So there are two men, Jerome and Manfred, and Jerome is married to Cherry. So Jerome makes a bet with Manfred that he will go away for 100 nights, and after he's gone, if Manfred is able to seduce Cherry, then Jerome will give him his castle and Manfred will also get to keep Cherry. After Jerome leaves for 100 nights, Manfred goes up to Cherry and tells her that he means to seduce her, and that if she does not agree with him, then he would force himself upon her anyway. So Cherry has a maid called Hero, and both the women are in love with each other. So they come up with the plan that for the next 100 nights, Hero will tell different stories to Manfred to keep him away from Cherry. The narration in this book is absolutely marvelous, and the stories in this book are very different, unique and beautiful. Next up is The 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. I think this is the most popular book on my list today. So this is a story about a woman named Ella Rubinstein who is married and who has 3 children. So on paper everything looks wonderful for her, but she feels empty in her life. So she starts reading a manuscript about a Sufi poet named Rumi and about Shams of Tabriz. So after she starts reading this manuscript, she gets in touch with the writer of this manuscript. Slowly her perspective starts changing and her mindset starts changing as well. So this manuscript starts having an impact on her life. So why I found this story to be very unique is that the manuscript that Ella is reading in this book is about 2 people who are companions and friends, and yet through their stories and by communicating with the author of this story, she finds meaning in her own life. As a concept, I found it very unique. This book is very well written, guys. It is a page turner for sure. It is brimming with emotions. Next up is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. So this story is taking place in Tokyo in Japan. So there is a little cafe in Tokyo called Funicula, and this cafe can help people travel in time, but there are some rather difficult conditions. For example, no matter what you do, you cannot change the present. Also, you cannot get up from this certain seat in the cafe while traveling in time, and also you have to come back to present before the coffee that is served to you gets cold. Overall, these conditions make it seem like totally pointless to travel in time, but there are few people who do choose to travel in time, and the story is about them and the kind of experiences they have and the meaning they derive from it. Now, time travel as a concept is not that unique, but these conditions make it quite unique as a story, and not just unique but very meaningful and beautiful to read. If you haven't read this book, then you should go for it, because it's going to make you cry, happy as well as sad tears. Next up is The Host by Stephenie Meyer. The genre of this book is science fiction. So Earth has been invaded by an alien race called souls. So what these souls do is that they take over human beings, they take over human bodies, and the person whose body these souls take over fades away. That person's consciousness fades away eventually. So one of the souls called Wanderer takes over the body of a girl called Melanie, but Melanie does not fade away. So what happens is that there's Melanie's body, so there's this soul inside her body, and then there is Melanie inside her own body. So they are both living together in her body. Initially it's a bit bit difficult to get used to it, and it's a bit creepy as well, but as you get used to it, the story is amazing because it talks about how they have conflict with each other, how they develop a bond with each other, and Melanie is trying to find the guy she loves, and as Wanderer is there in Melanie's body with her, even Wanderer starts to fall in love with that guy. So the best way to describe this story is unique, and that is why I have included it in today's video, and it's unique and moving and beautiful. Totally love this book. So that's it. That was my video talking about my 5 unique reads. If you have already read these books, let me know what you think about them in the comments, and if you haven't, then you can check them out if their stories appeal to you. So that was it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you want to connect with me on my social media, then the links are in the description box. I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and stay safe, guys.